What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Osprey Nest, and I'm the Osprey. Today, we are going to be talking about a game system that was very near and dear to me growing up, and I'm sure was very near and dear to a lot of you guys watching too. The PlayStation 2. Now this here is a game system. Originally released in 2000, the PlayStation 2 ended up having quite a long lifespan, and it was also the very first video game system to sell over 100 million units. And it has a massive library of games. Now the PlayStation 2 is definitely a system that looks like a major upgrade from the PlayStation 1. Not that there's anything wrong with the PlayStation 1, but the PlayStation 2 is even more sophisticated. It's a pretty big system. One you definitely feel like you get your money's worth out of. It's got the on and off switch in the back. You have your reset button and your disc tray open and close button here. You got 2 memory card slots, 2 controller ports. You also have what looks like a link cable and 2 USB ports. And you've got your ventilation down here. You want to make sure that that always stays clean too. And this PlayStation logo here, you can also turn it in case you want to get one of the stands and stand it up facing this way. But if you like to keep it this way, you can always switch your logo back here. And these here are the controllers for the PlayStation 2. It's very, very comfortable to hold. It's got the square, circle, triangle, and X buttons we all know and love. It's got your D-pad, start, select, your left and right analog sticks, a little button with the red indicator light to turn your analog sticks on and off. And you also have your L1, R1, L2, R2 buttons. And the L3 button is when you push down on the left analog stick. R3 buttons when you push down on the right analog stick. It's a really, really good controller. It's made really well, but you gotta be careful when you're not using it. Make sure you keep it in a safe place because it has a lot more buttons and a lot more parts to break than an NES or a Sega Genesis controller. So if you are gonna buy a PlayStation 2, you gotta make sure you get good controllers that work. And like I said earlier, the PlayStation 2 has a massive library of games. I could go on for months talking about the history of every single PlayStation 2 game I own in my collection, but I'm just going to show you a couple games I have in my collection. We've got action adventure games. We have sports games and racing games. And we've got first-person shooters and RPGs. I have so many games in my collection for the PlayStation 2. I obviously can't show you every single game in one video, but I'd like to have the chance to share one of the rare hidden gems in my collection, Dual Hearts by Atlas. It's a pretty rare game in North America. It can sell from around $80 to $120 on eBay. Another great feature about the PlayStation 2 is that it is also backwards compatible with your PlayStation 1 games. And the PlayStation 2 is also backwards compatible with PlayStation 1 memory cards. And another one of my favorite parts about the PlayStation 2 was its ability to play DVD movies. That was a big deal back in the early 2000s, since DVD players were outrageously expensive back then. So, in terms of value, the PlayStation 2 was definitely a win-win situation. But enough small talk. Let's plug in our AV cables and our power cable and play this bad boy. What you're about to see here is very, very nostalgic. Wait a minute. I think we're missing something. A game. That should do it. Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, a personal favorite of mine. It was a game that made you test your brain and your brawn. You play with fire, you get burned. James Bond 007, Agent Under Fire. A game with a lot of guns and gadgets. Stop, drop, and roll! But in this game, the best fight is the one you walk away from. But my favorite part about this game is that you can also save lives. Arctic Thunder is one of my all-time favorite racing games, and it's even more fun to play with 2 players. So in conclusion, the PlayStation 2 is just as awesome today as it was back then. I highly recommend picking one up. Just make sure you buy the PlayStation 2 from a reputable seller that can assure you that it works, or possibly give you the opportunity to test it out if possible. And if you're not able to find a memory card for your PlayStation 2, you can still buy them brand new on Amazon for a pretty reasonable price, and a lot of them have a lot more storage capacity than 8 megabytes. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe.